Welcome. Hashtag TheVersaShow is part of an entertainment podcast that exercises our freedom of speech. Our conversations, opinions, debate on a certain topic is not to offend anyone in any source. For that being said, enjoy the show.
Yo, what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? What's happening? And welcome to another special edition here on Hashtag The Versus Show. And of course, I am your host, the one that you vote, The Versa. And I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for viewing this episode. You make sure that you do these three things. You make sure that you like, subscribe, and you press that bell at the same time. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, listen, there's a lot of things I really need to talk to you guys about on this show. I mean, really, a lot of crazy things that I need to explain here on Hashtag The Versus Show. Oh my God. I mean, it starts with toxic relationships again, because I have a story for you guys. I mean, my goodness, it's shout out to Little Brody. First and foremost, I need to give him a shout out because shit, man. I mean, it just shows you how women are now these days. They just crazy. They really just crazy. But anyway, on this episode 2, we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl that's gonna be on I believe was it February 11th, I think it is February 11th, if I'm not mistaken. And I got one out of the two, the predictions right, and we're gonna talk about San Francisco and Kansas City Chiefs going to the Super Bowl, and congratulations to you guys. Okay. And also too, if you're a wrestling fan, I'm also going to talk about Cody Rhodes winning the Royal Rumble and Bayley also winning the Royal Rumble, and congratulations to both of them if you're a wrestling fans. Shout out to Prince Breezy, you know what I'm saying? I know he's kind of thrilled that his boy Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble, so yippee da. Let's see if you can finish the story. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me just get right into it about relationships, right? So check this out, right? So I went to go pick up Little Brody from Yonkers, right? And he said, yo, can you pick me up at my girl's house? And I said, no problem, bro. I could do that. And the next thing you know, like, he started bringing all his stuff into my car. And I'm like, yo, everything is all good. And he was like, nah, she's over here tripping and stuff. And I'm like, you sure? He was like, yeah, I just got to get out of there, man, because it's just too crazy out there. So I was just like, listen, bro, if that's how you feel, if you really got to get out, let's go. Then next thing you know, I see her coming outside. And I said, yo, Brody, ain't that your girl right there? And the next you know, she just smacks in my car like, boom, boom, boom. I mean, she banging on my car hard. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this mother? Yo, you better control this. And then Little Brody was like, drive, yo, pull off. So I was like, yo, she ain't got a gun on her, right? He was like, no, she ain't got a gun, but just pull off, man, just pull off. So I was like, I thought he said, hold up. But then he was like, pull off. So when I drove off, and he was just explaining to me, like, that, she just tripping, and, she just, I guess, just felt like he just wasn't doing his part. But once again, I'm not going to just tell his story versus I'm not going to tell her side of the story. If they want to come to the show and discuss about it, which I doubt it, but, that's something that they are obligated to do. But all I could tell is on my side, and that is just that, she just comes out of nowhere, start hitting my car, and it's like, yo, motherfucker, yo. And I'm like, bruh, like, this shit is unhealthy, bro. For real. This is highly unhealthy. And, when I was explaining to him about, like, listen, you got to get yourself out the situation, man, because this could either end you in jail or dead. For real. Like, it ain't worth it. So he was like, yeah, nah, man, like, I'm done with that shit. It's over with. And I'm like, listen, bro, how many times do you have to go into a snake pit to figure out that they are snakes? How many times do you have to get bit by them snakes just to figure out that they are snakes? Like, if you know that they are snakes, it doesn't take rocket science to know that these are snakes that bites. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about how you look. They don't care about if you're sad or not, or if you're a human being or not. They're predators, and the only attack is strike. And so, I told him, listen, man, get out of that situation. And I told him straight up, worry about yourself. Focus about you and your family. Stop getting into situations that's going to get you in some serious trouble. And he's about to turn 30. So I just hope if he does come across this episode, or to anybody, listen, if you in a toxic relationship, get out. And I even told him the truth straight up. I was like, bro, why do you think that she don't have a baby father around, or she can't keep a solid relationship? Because shit like that that she's doing, that's why she can't keep a relationship. Okay? Like, come on, man. But hey, to each his own. I let her figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But man, I mean, that's why I just think back and I'm like, shit, thank God I'm like pretty much, alone, single, because Jesus, like, if relationships is like that. I remember I was walking to get some lunch and I was coming back and it was raining. And this girl was outside yelling and screaming. I guess that was her ex-boyfriend. I guess. I don't know if it was a boyfriend or ex-boyfriend. But all I know was that when I was walking across, then she was like, listen. She was crying and it was raining outside. She was like, listen, I am trying to better myself. And you over here, you don't even respect me. And you don't even treat me right. And blah, 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 blah. And I was just like saying to myself in my head, I was just like, listen, girl. If you saying that you're doing better for yourself, then do better for yourself. Why you gotta explain that shit to him? Walk away. Just say I'm doing better for myself, and then walk away. Now, if he turns around and starts saying some shit, then keep walking away. What is the problem with people that can't better themselves first, and if they find a partner along the line, then both of them could come into some sort of a teammate agreement and just say, hey, listen, I like what you got going on. I'm not here to mess it up. If anything, I'm here to elevate you. Because why would you want to bring somebody in your circle to bring you down? That's what I'm trying to figure out with some of these people. You got friends that will just bring you down. They would just talk to you like badly, just do some wicked shit. They would use you and you allow that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just actually working on your craft, working on your shit. I mean, I start to see on certain people, when they focus on like other things instead of their craft, they don't get to where they need to be in life because their focus is on something else. For instance, me, I literally just did 2 songs. Well, it's Tuesday now, and this episode will probably be released, I don't know, later in the afternoon. But I mean, I did 2 songs. And I got 3 songs. Shout out to Dave Dalton, 4-time Grammy Award winner. We got 3 songs right now that we are about to mix and master. It's still going to take time. It's going to take 1 song at a time. But now we up to 3 songs. Okay? And I got more songs recording, more songs, I'm grinding, y'all. Plus, too, I got this new reggae song, too. I mean, for all the reggae artists, all the Jamaicans, please don't hurt me on this. I think it sounds pretty good. I'm going to try my best on it. Me and Dave Dalton, we're going to try our best on it to make a really great record out of it. But I think you guys are going to like it, this Caribbean songs. Let me tell y'all something. I was trying to do the Afro beats. I was trying to do it, but I was just like, nah, I don't know. It's a little catchy. I just got to get used to it. But, yo, those reggae instrumentals, oh, man, I be feeling like a Jamaican sometimes. And by the way, I'm not Jamaican. Shout out to my Jamaicans, Rastafarians, shout out to them. But I love their music. is so peaceful, especially when you smoke a blunt, and then you just listen to some nice reggae. Boom, bonk, boom, bonk, boom, bonk, boom, bonk. You know, that guitar, man, you know. Oh man, but yeah, I got some island music coming for you guys. Trust me, I think you'll like it. But back to the topic that we was at before. So you gotta grind. You gotta find yourself and grind, man. Don't have your focus on someone that is gonna bring you down, that's gonna give you negativity, that is not even gonna put in the effort to even build you up to the person that you need to be. You gotta make sure that you have the strength to build yourself and not count on anyone. You gotta make sure that you have that strength. And don't give that strength to anybody else. Otherwise, you're going to lose yourself. I know so many friends of mine that they would tell me their dreams, they tell me their stories, and I'm just like, you know, that's great. You know, when the work's going to be done, and they're like, oh, well, you know, I got my girlfriend, we about to go out here, we about to go out there. That's all nice and cool and smooth and all. But if your plan is to have a higher standard of a goal, try your best to accomplish that first. Then you can have your women and your, you know, I don't know, your entourages and whatnot, and then you'll figure it out along the line. But for right now, you know, when you put your whole life into someone else and they don't give a shit about it, it ain't even worth it. Trust me. Like I said, I'm grinding, man, working overnights, doing music, podcasting, you know, even though it's once a week, but still podcasting, doing shorts so I could put it on Instagram and on YouTube, just so you guys can have a taste of the podcast. And of course, the first year anniversary of #TheVersasHow will be on February 20th. So I know you guys is going to tune in for that. And also to tell your friends. So, but that's all I just want to just give you guys is, please, if you are in a bad situation, a toxic relationship, or even in a toxic family, you know, try to remove yourself and then seek your help. You do not want to build up your trauma and to bring that to someone else's life. Okay. Because it's all about the love. It's all about the peace. It's all about the respect. It's all about the trust, the loyalty. You know, it cannot be all this negativity, all these wicked games and these childish games, and you know, these toxicity and all these traumatizing moments. You know, it should be some wonderful moments. But anyway, so just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Anyway, switching gears. All right. Sports. Let's get into some sports, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations once again, as I said at the beginning of the show, to the Kansas City Chiefs and for the San Francisco 49ers. Like I said, I was one out of the two choices in the AFC and the NFC, and I got one out of the two correct, which that was San Francisco. I thought that Baltimore had that game against Kansas City. I thought they had it. I really did. I was like, this is Lamar Jackson's moment right here. He got Odell Beckham Jr. He got his wide receiver. I mean, this is Odell Beckham Jr. and Lamar Jackson moment. OBJ is about to get to them things. But here is what I have to keep reminding myself, and this is where I have to learn as well. Okay. Now, I'm not discriminating Lamar Jackson when I say this, but when it do come to greatness, okay, you cannot outbid your money on the greatness. You can't. And what I mean by that is like for Floyd Mayweather, for instance, right? You might be like, oh, well, this is the moment that he's going to lose his fight. Nope. That man is now 47-0. This man might even lose his fight right here. Nope. That man is now 48-0. So, and same thing when it goes to Tom Brady, same thing when it goes to Michael Jordan, and I would say Mike Tyson, but then once he got to Buster Douglas, then it just started to go downhill. But I mean, still, he was knocking dudes out before Buster Douglas. And if you was putting your money down on Mike Tyson, you was making money. But still, the whole scenario is, no, and I think I had this conversation before on this show about Lamar Jackson. And I'll say this just point blank blue with Lamar Jackson. Lamar, I do believe that you are a great quarterback. You're a great quarterback. The only problem is that Patrick Mahomes is just 2 to 3, 4 inches taller than you. Okay? I'm sorry. Now, the reason why I say that is because Joe Burrow went up against, if I'm not mistaken, he went up against Patrick Mahomes and at the AFC. If I'm not mistaken, that's when he went to the Super Bowl and they went up against the Rams, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I believe it was the Rams. It was the Bengals against the Rams in Los Angeles. And no, was it the Rams? I think so. But anyway, the whole thing was that Joe Burrow went on to the AFC. Now, when it comes to Patrick Mahomes, to me, that dude reigns the AFC. And he just proved that on Sunday, that dude controls the AFC. And the only way to get through the AFC, and that's if you get past Patrick Mahomes. That's if he lets you get past. If he lets you. But Lamar Jackson, man, you was only 7 points away. Just Patrick Mahomes to me. Now, I like to compare certain athletes like Kobe Bryant and Derek Jeter, right? I like to see them, but even though they play in different sports, one's baseball, one's basketball, but if you look at the record, it's almost identical. Almost. But when it comes to greatness, Patrick Mahomes, he's in there. Kobe, Derek Jeter, Patrick Mahomes, and then you go down the list if you want to. Michael Jordan, Babe Ruth, Muhammad Ali, the Floyd Mayweathers, the John Jones, you name it, the CM Punks, but you name it. He's in the greats. Stone Cold Steve Austin, gotta put him in there. He's with the greats. He's in that room. Patrick Mahomes. And Lamar Jackson, he just had a hard time just, getting through Patrick Mahomes. So Patrick Mahomes, let's see what happens, man. This might be your third championship out of 5 of your previous Super Bowls. So this is amazing with Patrick Mahomes. If he wins this, and let me just also point out too, this is a Super Bowl rematch of the 2020 Super Bowl when it was San Francisco 49ers against the Kansas City Chiefs. So they've run this back 4 years ago. So this is going to be very interesting. Now, if Patrick Mahomes beats San Francisco, hey, listen, 49ers, man, Mahomes got your ass, man. He do. Y'all might have to change it to San Francisco Mahomes. I forgot what my drum button is, though, but fuck it. But anyway, but Patrick Mahomes, that dude is greatness. If he wins this Super Bowl right here, I mean, now everybody's saying it's like, oh well, they're gonna compare him with Tom Brady. He's gonna be above Tom Brady, or he's gonna be tied with Tom Brady, same height level with Tom Brady. No, he would not be, and I'm gonna explain to you why. Okay, that's like if Steph Curry would have came in, which he has 4 championships, right? That's like saying, oh, well, if Steph Curry, if he didn't lose the 2019 and the 2016 finals, then that's like saying, oh, well, he's better than Michael Jordan, but he only has 1 MVP, 1 finals MVP. He's better than Michael Jordan. He's the GOAT. Listen, nobody, and not even LeBron James, and as much as I used to preach about LeBron James being the GOAT, I had to do some research and studies about this man in the Red 23. And Mr. Red 23, he was a juggernaut, including the Chicago Bulls. So, for that being said, you cannot take the stats or the track record from any greatness of anybody. Now, if you so happen to surpass their stat records, then okay, then you could call them great as much as you want. But for right now, if Patrick Mahomes win 3 Super Bowls out of the 5 Super Bowl appearances that he been in, you know, and I think what is it, 6th season? I think 6th season. I mean, listen, kudos to him. That's great. That is great. That is great. But it does not compare to 7 Super Bowls. 7. If Patrick Mahomes could get 6 in the next 8 years, or 10 years, 6 in the next 10 years, I should say, really, then all right, cool. Then you could say that he's better than Tom Brady. But for right now, if he gets this 3rd, man needs about 4 more to go. 4 more to go to catch the GOAT. If you say the same thing with LeBron, right? If you're saying, oh, well, in order for LeBron to be better than Michael Jordan, he needs 6. He needs 6 of the thing. So he needs 2 more. LeBron needs 2 more. Okay, but LeBron also got 6 losses in the finals. So even if he gets those 2 and he's tied with Michael, would that make him great? He been in more finals than Michael. You know, I don't know. I mean, 3 different teams that he won championships in. Would we still say he's better than Michael Jordan? I don't know. I mean, that's a debate for you guys. Comment down below. If not, DM me on my Instagram at TheVersa. We could discuss about it, you know? But the whole, or if you really want a good conversation for the sports fans, if Patrick Mahomes win his 3rd Super Bowl, is he tie level or above Tom Brady as the GOAT in quarterbacks history? So, you know, a little discussion for you guys. All right, real fast, wrestling talk for you guys. Once again, like I said, shout out to Cody Rhodes and shout out to Bayley for winning the Royal Rumble. They get the opportunity for the World Championship at WrestleMania 40, which will be in Philadelphia. I'm still deciding to see if I'm going to go. I don't know. Maybe so. Most likely I might just save the money because, you know, I was telling this to my boy. I was like, look, you know, tickets are like over $1,000. You know what I'm saying? And of course, it's going to be thousands of people there. But then I started to say to myself, all those 80,000 people that's going to be there, right? They lost $1,000 while WWE is gaining like thousands and millions of dollars. So I started to say to myself, like, well, is it worth it for me to go, for them to take my money, or just pay $10 on my Peacock and just watch it there so they could just take $10? I don't know. Let's see what happens. But most likely, I don't know. I don't think I'll be going, you know. But other than that, it's Tuesday. I was just finished watching Monday Night Raw, and I'm so sorry for CM Punk. You know, he's out for injury. And Charlotte too. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, for my wrestling fans, this actually breaks my heart because, you know, especially when it comes to the Royal Rumble and you're getting close to WrestleMania, and we are looking at these athletes and we're like, yo, you know, Charlotte Flair versus I don't know, like Rhea Ripley again, or Bianca Belair, or you know, or somebody. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. And then once they get injured, it's like, oh, man. And it's like, man, like we won't see them at this WrestleMania. So I start to realize like we need to start to cherish our wrestlers more while they're still healthy, because, you know, they still doing house shows and they still doing televised shows. And, you know, they got to get to WrestleMania, which that's the biggest event. That's, to me, they say the Super Bowl and then it's WrestleMania. I always say that it's WrestleMania and then the Super Bowl, because you got people coming from across the country to see WrestleMania. And I don't know really too many people from Australia or from Brazil or from London that would come to the Super Bowl. I don't know too many of them that or heard that they do. But when it comes to WrestleMania, you have a lot of countries, China, Japan, Australia, London, England, you name it, Brazil, even in Saudi Arabia, they be coming over to the United States to look at WrestleMania, to be part of WrestleMania. So, and we gotta start cherishing our wrestlers, because, man, we just lost two great athletes. There might be some more that I don't know, but we just lost two great athletes. And CM Punk, you talking about, oh, well, I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. Brother, it's looking like the wheel is falling off. Over in AEW, man, you jumped to the crowd and then you broke your foot. And then you broke your foot again against Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. And now you go to the Royal Rumble, then you get injured. Like, hot damn, man. What's going on with you? What you doing to your body? You straight edge. I mean, you should be in the gym working out, man, getting them muscles right. But hadn't it? You over getting injured. But anyway, recover from your injury, man. I hope you get well soon. And I'm just so hurt that, our great athletes would not be in WrestleMania. So, and I hope you guys, if you guys are going to be at WrestleMania, enjoy yourself. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to show up. I love Philly. Shout out to Philly too. I love Philly. So I don't know. I'm still debating to see if I'm going to go or not, because I know how traffic's going to be. But anyway, before I do versus final word, I just want to say something. I forgot one thing that I left out, and this is with football. The San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions, right? Man, I felt so bad for the Lions, because I really thought the Lions had a chance, but apparently that they don't have a chance. And I feel so bad for Detroit, because I was saying to myself before they went to the NFC Championship, I'm like, they were telling the Detroit Pistons, right, sell the team. And now I'm like, oh, but they got a shot to go to the Super Bowl. But then, once again, one of my picks was the San Francisco 49ers. And then and at episode 50, that's the team that I forgot to call out, was the Detroit Lions. I was just like, who was the other team? The other team was the Detroit Lions. So, but my question is, now, Detroit, you were saying to sell the Pistons. Should they sell the Detroit Lions too? Y'all gonna end up with no teams. Hot damn. I don't know too much about hockey, even though, on the screen below, I'll be putting some hockey scores, because, just to keep the fan base up if anybody watches hockey. But I like the video game, the NHL, the hockey games is dope. But, I mean, Detroit, are you going to sell your hockey team too? Like, Jesus, you're going to end up with no squads. Like, well, let's be real. The organizations, they just have to step up and get some players and whatnot. So, let's just see what happens. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Versus final word. Versus final word is real easy and real simple. All right. Once again, it goes right back to what I was saying about relationships and stuff like that. Just make sure that you keep yourself healthy, that you just stay focused, and most importantly is that you don't take no disrespect from anybody. Okay, you give respect. All right, and if that person shows you disrespect, you just walk away. Okay, and you just live your life. Because one thing I learned is that if God is for you, then who is against you? Okay? So just remember that, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Heal yourself if you're going through some traumatizing situations, or if you feel like you can't let go of a situation that affected your life. Because you got to think about the children. You got to think about the new generation. Seriously, it's getting out of hand, especially with the music and the videos and stuff and the movies. It's just getting out of hand. So All I'm saying is that let's just try to better ourselves. Let's better the new generation. Let's teach the new generation some positivity, and let's teach them how to stay focused and work on some better craft. Because, ladies and gentlemen, listen, because this right here is all we got. This is all we got. And once we leave this earth, that's it. Cherish the ones that you have around you in every single moment, okay? Never take for granted for that, ladies and gentlemen. And most importantly, while you're healing yourself, try your best to heal others. And listen, when that person is trying to give you some solid, decent advice, listen, because you never know, because it could guide you to the right path of success. And for that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching #TheVersaShow. I thank you for joining me. And I know I talk too much, but listen, I just want to give you guys a good show. It's been quite a while since I haven't given you guys a good show. But you should already know to do these 3 things. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and you press that bell at the same time. And I thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for viewing #TheVersaShow. And I got some new songs coming for you guys. In 2 weeks, I'm seeing Dave Dollarton, the four-time Grammy Award winner. So I'm gonna go see my man Dave Dollarton, man. We're gonna mix up these songs. And I told you I'm gonna get some new rhythm for you guys when it comes to music. I got some new rhythm for you guys. Trust me on it. And what else? Oh, and shout out to Mike as well. Photo shoot, we're gonna get that done. And also to Little Brody, I'm gonna give you a shout out to my brother, all right? I love you, my brother. And just stay safe out there and just stay with the healing, my brother. So I just want to give Little Brody a little shout out, all right? And I want to give you guys a shout out too. And the ones that been sharing, the ones that been liking my story, that been going to my Instagram, have been following me, I thank you guys so much and I appreciate it. And the reason why they do that, because you know why? It's the best podcast around. And I am the Versa. And you keep listening to Rich Pimp Swagger as well. And I got more new singles and more new video and more new #TheVersaShow coming to you guys. And of course, I gotta leave you with peace into the Middle East. #TheVersaShow is produced by Vintage Era Production. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? I thank you for watching the latest episode on #TheVersaShow. For more new episodes, you make sure that you like, subscribe, and you press that bell for more new episodes. And if you have any questions to ask, to get my intake, my answer on this show, make sure that you add me on Instagram @TheVersa. And also too, can't forget to follow too, so press that button as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching. Until next time, #TheVersaShow, the best podcast around.